Hey everybody, I'm Chris. Welcome to Dad's Dojo. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Steelseries Arctis 7 gaming headset, the 2019 edition. So if you're new to my channel, just do me a small little favor. Hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell, and give me those thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. It does help me out significantly and get a little more exposure. So I previously owned the Corsair Void Elite, the 2019 edition, and I did a full review on those headsets. If you want to check out that video, you can go right up above to see that review. And one of my biggest complaints was the way it fit on my head. It was very uncomfortable. It just was really loose in the bottom, and I felt like all the audio was falling out and I could hear everything going on outside. So it just did not work, and I ended up getting rid of them. Now the Steelseries Arctis 7 was one of my top choices when I was searching for a headset. I didn't purchase it at the time because it was a little bit pricey. It was $149.99, and it still is that price, and that's actually what I paid for this headset now. So enough about the backstory. Let's just jump right into this headset and give you guys my review on the Steelseries Arctis 7. So let's quickly get the specs out of the way. These have a 40mm driver. It's a closed back design. The frequency response is 20 Hz to 20 kHz. It has a clear cast bi-directional microphone. On the connectivity, you have a lossless 2.4 GHz receiver. The headset weighs about 0.8 pounds or 375 grams. You can get up to 24 hours of battery life, and the range is about 40 feet from the receiver. It also supports DTS 2.0. It's also Discord certified. Another cool thing about the wireless receiver, it has a line in and line out input, so you can plug in a phone or whatever device you have in order to listen to music through the headset, or you can plug in a desktop speaker, so that way when you turn on the headset, it'll automatically switch over to the audio transmitting to the headset, and then when you turn off the headset, it'll switch back to whatever speakers you have connected to it. So the Arctis 7 is compatible with PC, Mac, and all consoles, but there's a few caveats you should know about. So the first thing is you're only going to get the DTS surround sound on a PC. On the Mac, you're only going to be able to use the chat dial mix. None of the other consoles will support the surround sound or the chat dial mix. Also note, the wireless receiver only works on PS4 and Nintendo Switch. You can't use the wireless receiver on an Xbox. You'll have to plug in directly with a 3.5mm cable. Alright, so let's look at the headset itself and see what it has. Here, starting on the left hand side, here's the microphone that can be easily pulled out and retracted, and then you can change it to any direction you want. It's a little flimsy, but once you do put it there, it's not going to go anywhere. Here on the same side as the microphone, you have a mute button that you can push in and push out. Then you have your volume adjustment. Here is a 4-pole 3.5mm connector, and then you have a direct 3.5mm jack, and then here's a micro USB for charging the headset. And on the right side of the headphones, you have a chat dial mix. Here you can set whether or not you want to hear your game more or the audio from your chat. And then here is the power button. So the power button will act as a battery indicator, and it'll flash either red, yellow, or green to let you know how much power you have left on the battery. Alright, so let's test the microphone so you can hear what it sounds like. I'm using a voice recording app on my desktop. So here is the audio coming directly from the headset. So this is what you can expect when using the headset. Alright, so let's test the range on this headset to see how far away I can get from the wireless receiver. Alright, let's go. So we are walking down to the second level of my home. We were all the way up on the top level where my office is and where the wireless receiver is for the headset. So we are well over 40 feet away from that receiver. And it'll also beep and let you know if it's losing connectivity to the wireless receiver. But I can definitely confirm you can get up to 40 feet of range using this headset. As far as battery life, they've been lasting about 3 to 4 days. You can definitely get 24 hours battery life depending on how much you use it. The Steelseries engine software is where you're going to be able to dive in and change some of those settings pertaining to the headset. There's also an app section so you can install certain plugins or applications. There's also a library feature so you can scan all your games and automatically add them, so you can set up presets so every time that game launches you can have a preset to adjust your audio to your liking playing that game. Here on the configuration of the headset, you can turn on and off that DTS surround sound. You can also set up a surround profile, a stereo profile, bass enhancement, dialogue enhancement. Of course, you have the equalizer with presets, dynamic range compression, and live mic preview, mic side tone, microphone volume, and you can have a power option to turn off the headset after a certain amount of time at inactivity. Now the headset is really lightweight and it's mostly built out of plastic. The only metal you're gonna have is this top portion here that's holding the two sides together, and it has kind of this ski goggle kind of band, and it feels really solid. When you're putting it on, it doesn't feel like too tight, or it's not like really loose like the Corsair ones, which I could not stand. It's completely sealed all the way around my ears. I don't hear much going on outside of the headset, and it feels really comfortably. The micro plush material is really soft around my ears. I've worn this for hours at a time, and I never felt like, oh my god, these headphones are killing me. So the comfort for me is top notch. I don't have any complaints with it. It feels really good around my ears. It's not too tight or too loose, and it could be easily adjusted. And the ski band, you would think it would be really tight, but it just kind of just contours through your head because it's really flexible when you're putting it on. And for the people who do wear glasses, I can confirm it is somewhat comfortable to wear a pair of glasses and the headset at the same time. But just so you're aware, I typically wear my glasses just a little bit above the headphones. So I kind of just sit it above like that. So it's a little bit more comfortable for me to wear it like this. But you can go directly and sit it on your ears. I have done it both ways, but I think it's going to depend obviously on the shape of your head and type of glasses that you're wearing. For me, I'm able to wear a pair of glasses and the headset comfortably for a long period of time. Now the design of the Arctis 7, to me they're pretty standard. They're a little plain Jane. There's nothing really fancy or crazy looking about them. I do like the white and black, but other than that, I feel like the Corsair Void Elites were much better looking, more aesthetically pleasing. Now, as far as the sound quality, I've been pretty happy with it overall. I didn't find any major issues with it. It sounds pretty loud and pretty crisp and pretty detailed whenever you're listening to music or playing games. But I think that's also subjective depending on you know, how deep of the bass you like and how loud you like the audio. But for me personally, I don't have any issues with the audio. I think it sounds pretty decent. So one of the complaints I have, whenever you're connecting that line out, you actually have to shave down your 3.5 millimeter jack. I had to cut it, so that was the only way I can get it like all the way into the input in order for it to detect my speakers. So it's just a little bit of a nuisance to have to do that. Now, one of my other complaints is going to be the price point. For $149.99, I would think this would include some type of RGB. I guess that's more of a personal opinion, but it is on the higher end for a headset, so I feel like for 150 bucks, they probably could have thrown in maybe some type of RGB on the headset. If you are interested in this headset, you can go down in the description to check out the link. All right, everybody, that's it for this video. I hope you have a good one, and I'll catch you on the next one.